That is delicious. How's it, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sean, the hungry guy from Hawaii, now in Arizona, and I'm trying to find the best spots for everyone to eat. And today I went to a place called Cafe de Bangkok, which I've never been to, and every time I drove past it, it looked empty. There was never cars there, nothing. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this today, and it was packed. The hours, I guess, have changed, so they're open kind of like for lunch, and then they have a 2-hour closing, and they reopen at 5. I ordered online to get my food around 5:15. The place was packed when I walked in there. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. This must be good. It has to be good. But now the standards have been raised. The expectations have been raised. Let's see what we got. If somehow you found this video, that means you enjoy this content. So hit that like and subscribe button for me. It really helps out the channel, and you can follow me on this Arizona food journey. The first thing that I'm gonna try is I assume their version of gyoza, like a little dumpling. Again, I don't really know much about Thai food. Even growing up in Hawaii, I didn't really eat that much Thai food. I've had a couple spots here that I've went to, so this is kind of what it looks like here. And it comes with some sauce. Let's do it. That sauce is delicious. Has a nice little sweetness to it. The dumplings themselves, the gyoza, I think it's called Kiew-za. They're good. It's nothing super special though, but it's delicious. So, I mean, you can't really like say if it's good or bad. The meat itself is pretty good. It's nice and tender. I would like mine just a little bit more crispy, and maybe there are other crispy ones in here. This one looks pretty good. Also comes with like a little coleslaw on the bottom. I don't know if you can see. That sauce is wonderfully done. All right, next I just got a pad thai. I got it with beef. This seems to be like the most basic dish they had. So I feel like if they do something good, go back to the basics. If you're not used to what in a restaurant, I feel like going to the basics is always a kind of my go-to move. It's a very huge portion. It was a little pricey I got 3 dishes. It was 42 something, I believe. The pad thai was $14.95. It was, I think, one of the cheapest entrees you could get. I mean, the pad thai looks great. The beef looks cooked pretty good. Let's give it a go. Okay. Yeah. There's some good flavor. Now, I don't have much to like base this on as far as comparing it to another pad thai, but whatever the sauce they use for this is very good. It's a little on the sweeter, has a little bit of a tang to it as well, kind of like a lemon zest. I could be completely wrong, but I like the tanginess of it. The noodles are cooked to good al dente, and I will say for the beef, it's thin. It's thin cut, which you know I love. If you cook a thin piece of beef like that correctly, it's money. They do that well. I'm very pleasantly surprised with this. I would definitely get it again. So honestly, like just the basic pad thai, I didn't add anything to it. I didn't get any spiciness to it. I think if you enjoy pad thai, I think you should definitely come and try this spot out. Last but not least, I got the yellow curry with chicken. Now for me, I've never had Thai curry before, which might shock some of you coming from Hawaii, but I was raised on the Japanese style of curry. Kind of that curry katsu that you can get at restaurants or at the curry house back in the day. Although, I don't know, do they still have curry houses in Hawaii? I haven't been. So I wanted to try out a new type of curry, and this seemed to be the most basic again. I looked at kind of what the other curries they were offering, and I have tried a red curry before. I wasn't a huge fan. I think that was more of an Indian style curry, but this one sounded the most appealing to me. So that's what I got. All right, back in business here. I got the rice, and the rice looks good. And I only say that because sometimes in Arizona, the rice quality can be lower, and quite frankly is usually lower, but that's to be expected. But everywhere I've gone so far on this channel, they've all had good rice. So I'm just gonna try this, nothing else, just the broth with the rice. That is delicious. Wow. I got a mild spice, so I'm sure you can make it spicier if you'd like. But man, that tastes delicious. They give you this nice little container. I really don't know how to explain it. It does have a very similar taste to the curry I'm used to. Maybe that's why I like it so much. But I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this curry right now. Let's try the chicken. I will say the chicken is a little bit more well done than I'd like, but it's not chewy. Potato is nicely cooked, very nice. I'm getting a hint of like the ginger, like a ginger lime kind of taste. Very subtle with the lime, but the ginger taste is there. This is a very pleasant surprise for me. I live very, very close to this spot. I can see why it was packed right at 5:15. Like, I totally understand now. They just won me a customer. They just won a customer because this is delicious. I will definitely be back to try more dishes. And honestly, I would highly recommend this curry right here. This might be one of my favorite dishes I've ever had in Arizona. I'm like in legit shock right now. I almost just want to stop recording and just enjoy this. Man, carrots cooked well too. Oh, let me show you Rolly real quick. Do you smell it? Do you smell it? I believe this curry was $15.95. And again, I chose chicken. You can get pork. I think beef costs a little extra. They have a whole bunch of options. And they have, you know, the spiciness level as well. So you can customize it to however you'd like. And again, maybe this is just me because this is the first time I've tried this, but clearly this is no secret. This is a great spot and I would highly recommend going here. So again, overall, highly, highly recommend this place, Cafe de Bangkok. It's located between Guadalupe and Baseline on Gilbert. It's right next to a 7-Eleven, which may or may not be closed. And from the outside, it doesn't look like much, but if you're from Hawaii, you know those hole-in-the-wall spots are always the best. So I should have known. What was I thinking? So that's gonna do it for today's episode. Again, highly recommend this place. If you like what you saw and you enjoyed the content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Shit.